Hello folks, and welcome back to the Better Minecraft series. My name is HenriU and thank you for joining me on this adventure. In between episodes I have continued down into the mines. I found a few things that I will share with you, and in this episode we are going to get the wheat and meat situation sorted out. Without any further ado, let's see what's in the news. While digging down to diamond level, I have come across an amethyst geode. However, as the point of the mining session was not exploration, I did not open it, and I will take you all along with me when I do go and open it up. In further news, we also found the first diamonds in this world. The diamonds that was found must have been two veins connected to each other, as we got 12 diamonds from the vein without any fortune enchantment. Now, in further news, we found a wandering trader up in a mushroom. What he was doing there, nobody knows, but wandering traders are excellent lead salesmen. They even pay you in emeralds for the leads. You can also buy other things from them. Their sales do differ from every time that they spawn in the world, but you can get anything from music discs, saplings, and enchanted books and items, if I remember correctly. I may be wrong, but please don't crucify me. I am usually more interested in the emeralds that they pay you for taking the 2 leads from them. Guys, thank you for joining me. This news broadcast was not sponsored, but your likes and subscriptions are appreciated. Let's get back to the game, and I hope you enjoy what we have in store for this episode of Better Minecraft. So gamers, as I've mentioned, in between episodes I went down into the mines, continued digging the staircase. I've spent about 4 hours, if not more, branch mining in diamond level, and I want to share with you the resources that I've uncovered and brought back to the surface. I personally find branch mining relaxing, comforting to myself, but it's quite a boring process to watch. So I don't know, if you guys would like to see some branch mining, please drop a comment and let me know. This isn't really a guide series, this is just me playing Better Minecraft, and along the way I might be explaining a few things in my own words in the way that I see it. So we definitely need to start to get going on the wheat farm. As I said, for now, the point we are in the game, wheat and meat will be what we need. There, I see a little skeleton coming to visit us. Let's see if he will burn up in the sun, or should I go help him out of his misery? I'm really not too keen on fighting skeletons this early. The arrows do hurt a lot, but this is only a 1. I think we can take him on. Come on. Thank you for the bones and the arrows. Players, gamers, miners and crafters, let's get to farming. I think I will clear out this area. I basically just want to make a 9x9 wheat farm, and this area looks as good as anything else. This will be a temporary farm. I'm not going to keep it here permanently. Let's get a watering hole here, and then I need to make a bucket so that we can collect some water. Farmland needs to be hydrated to help the crops to grow. I've only got 20 seeds with me at the moment, but I think that is enough to get started. Let's make the bucket, 3 iron ingots just like that. I see there is 2 options for buckets, but they are both the same. I know down here is a little water hole. I collect a bucket of water from here. I don't really want to fall in here. It's going to be not the easiest thing to get out. Not too difficult, but I don't want to be building up and stacking blocks unnecessary. So this mod pack does have seasons as well. During certain seasons the crops will grow slower, other seasons they'll grow faster. Let's just do 4 blocks out from every side of this watering hole that I made here. To get back to the seasons, different crops will have different aspects to every season. Some crops will grow faster in winter, others will grow faster in summer. But that's not something I'm too concerned with right now. The seasons mod pack also do include greenhouse glass, which can help heat up an area so your summer crops can grow faster in winter. It's also got a cooling glass type in there to make the greenhouse cooler so that your winter crops can grow faster during summer as well. Almost done turning the grass blocks into farmland, and then for the time being let's plant this 20 seeds that I've got before I continue with the farm build. 20 seeds, as soon as they grow up we can harvest them, get some wheat and extra seeds. Now this 9x9, I just want to continue digging it out, make a proper farm, maybe get a fence around it to prevent from any mobs from dropping in there and maybe trampling the crops, and also creepers blowing up the farm. So let's just go over here and fill in this area. I'm just putting a 1 block border around the farm so that we can build a fence as well. And this looks good for now. I'll quickly gather up some wood and meet you back at the crafting table. For the next step, we are going to be making a few fences to surround the farm. And since we're in a dark oak forest, there's no better fence to use than dark oak fences. The wood is plentiful, we're getting a lot of logs from every tree we chop down, and we can easily grow more dark oak trees. We will also be making a fence gate to make it easier for us to get in and out of the farm, and then we will just surround the farm over here. We're placing down fences all around the farm, and that will just prevent any mobs from coming in. The fences over here you will see connects diagonally. That's a mod in this mod pack that allows that. That makes for some interesting creations. Once you place a block in the corner, it will still connect directly to that block and not keep the diagonal fence. We've got a little bit of a hill next to the farm. We will just double up on the height of the fences. That will just keep any mobs from just walking over into the farm. This does not prevent any mobs spawning in the farm, so we will just make sure that it is lit up so that we don't get any skeletons or even a creeper spawning in the farm. So for the fence, next to the fence posts or the corner posts, I'll just do a little bit of a 2 high fence and make the rest of the fence 1 high. I find aesthetically this just looking a little bit nicer than just having the corner posts 2 high with a 1 high fence surrounding it. I'll put the fence gate on this side. I'm planning something for right behind me, and then let's speed things up a little bit. Okay folks, so now I will just continue lighting up the area, and then we just need to wait for the wheat to grow so that we can get seeds to fill this field. A wheat field like this 9 by 9 will produce more wheat than what you can use for normal gameplay, definitely more wheat than what we need for right now at this stage in the game, but in the long run it will produce enough wheat for you to get going and sustain yourself for a long time. For now we will be using the wheat to feed the cows that we are going to be bringing in shortly, and eventually we will also use the wheat to make wheat bales that we can use as decorations around our little town or settlement that we are busy building. So I have scoped out a space where I want to put the cows, I think right over here about. But before we do that, I think the time has come. We are going to be building in the near future. It's time to get a starter house going because storage is really becoming a problem. But first things first, let's get the resources together and make a stone cutter. Stone cutters are one of the most useful blocks in Minecraft. It allows you to cut stone and all sorts of different stone into their individual blocks. For example, you can put your cobblestone in there and you see a whole range of blocks you can make from that cobblestone. It's also in a lot of cases a lot cheaper than using a crafting table to do it, as like for example with stairs, from one block you get one stair. If you use the crafting table you use 6 blocks to get 4 stairs, so this is a 30% increase in output, and playing this game is all about making profits, especially early game. Now what we will need for the cow crusher is 2 chests and a hopper. So let's quickly get 3 chests and then convert one of them into a hopper, and then I will show you the layout of making a cow crusher. I think cow crushers is one of the easiest farms to create early game, and it provides you with meat and leather, which is both really useful resources. Over here we will just clear up a little bit of space, and you will see as I go along, I usually, if the trees break and the leaves are looking a little bit out of shape, I will just try to remove a few of them so that we can get the shape just looking more natural. So over here we'll dig a trench of 3 blocks long, and in the trench we start with the double chest. So the cows will be sitting on the hopper, and we need the hopper to connect to the chest to capture all the drops from the cows being killed. As always, I try to, even though it's going to be in the end a temporary build, we will have a nice cow barn later on, but I do try and make the builds, even temporary builds, just look a little bit nicer, a little bit more like they have to be there. It's a work in progress, and since we are going to be using it from time to time, we want something nicer to look at. We don't want just a hole in the ground with a cow sitting there in their little corner, and I just feel aesthetics is important, even if you know you're going to break it down later. Now we want to cover these chests with a block, but we still want to be able to open the chest while it's covered. So we're going to use an upside down staircase just over here to cover it up and close the space for the cows. Then we can go ahead and get the hopper in there connected to the chest. Finally we can place a few staircases around here to complete the cows' new home, and they will be living a happy life in here. On one of the stairs I we'll just place a temporary block. This will just help once the cows are in their new home to prevent them from bouncing up and down too much. The way that the cow crusher works is that Minecraft only allows a certain number of entities on one block, and once we reach that limit, Minecraft will automatically start killing off the cows. This might seem a little bit cruel, but we need meat and we need resources. It's all about profit. By opening the map, we can easily find mobs and see where they are at, and we need 2 cows. So once I get close to the cows, I will be back and explain to you how we will get them home and into the crusher. I've arrived. The cows are close by, right down there you can see them, and with this mod pack, by shift right clicking you can pick up a cow, and the way that you are carrying the cow is a little bit funny and hard to accept sometimes with your face right there up in its business, but it does allow for you to carry the cows home quite easily. So if you just have a look here, that's the way you're carrying the cow, and it doesn't look very pleasant if you have to think about it. But that's not a problem. We are happy for the functionality. The mod is the carry on mod. I will leave a link in the description so you can check it out. It's really customizable in the sense of what you can carry, and I know it allows for carrying of spawners as well as other entities, but in this mod pack some of the functionality has been disabled, which is not a problem. I like I said, I play with the mod pack as it is. I don't like to change too much of the settings. So here we are getting close to the cow's new home right now. So when we get there, you can just with your look where you want the cow and right click to place the cow. So now we do want the cows to be able to move a little bit. It makes it easier to feed them. So we're just going to get a bucket of water so that we can put it underneath the cow. This will make the cows bounce up and down in the crusher, and that's why we've got the temporary block here. We want to eventually not have them bouncing up and down so much. So I quickly went away to get another cow. So once I place it in here, you will see the bouncing is quite hectic. So now we can just get a fence and put a fence there against the temporary block to stop them from bouncing. This is not the easiest thing to do because they are bouncing so much. I'm thinking of maybe taking out the water first, but that could just create a different problem trying to put the water back. You see, trying to put the water back now, I'm getting a bucket of milk, which is useful. I'll drink it, but that's not what we really wanted to do. So while it's getting late at night and starting to get dark, let me quickly go and have a nap, and then we will try this again. So as we approach, you can see all the bouncing. That's definitely too much movement, but I think if we just spam click with the fence, we will eventually get it. So let's just try a little bit. There we go. Counts are there. They are moving up and down a little bit. I did find some hay bales while exploring to find the cows, so that helps us with wheat for now. And as you see, when we feed the cows, we get the parrots and the bats achievement, and that is just how we breed cows. Now the wheat isn't ready to harvest yet, but let me clear out a little bit of my inventory. I'll just make a few extra pieces of wheat so that we can get bread to eat for now, since we are still waiting for the cows to grow up. And then I'll just put away these resources, and yeah, that's it for this episode. Guys, if you've enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, subscribe, it really does help the channel out. Leave a comment if there's anything that you want to see, anything that I can do differently. And as a bonus, I'm showing you a little bit of a different world that I've been building in, just to give you an idea of what might be coming in this series. I will be building a lot of the same useful buildings but different in this series, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. I am HenriU, and it's been a pleasure adventuring with you. I hope you found some value in this video. See you next time.